on Cleveland and Progressive Field. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And now, number 11.
The afternoon for Kansas City, the second baseman, Miguel Garcia.
And that is in for a strike. And the count 1-2. This one lifted in the air, left field, and it drops in. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there. Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boo. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Next to hit, Vinny Pasquantino. And a count 1-2. Strike 3, got him swinging. And that is a big first out. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. 2 on, 1 out.
That's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Double steal. Count and miss. Throw to third. Too late. Safe. Double steal. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The pitch. Popped in the air. Left field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-zip. Now at the plate, Freddie Fermin. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
On the ground. Jimenez tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That one finds the corner, and it's 1-2. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Here's Lane Thomas. 1 out, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. 2 down, nobody on. Ramirez checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Melendez drifts towards it. Corrals it. And that'll do it. Back here in Cleveland, now the left fielder, M.J. Melendez.
M.J. Melendez.
Pitches in there, and that's strike 2. And that skips in the dirt. And a pitch. That's to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Not in time. He's safe. Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. Here's a 1-1.
2-1.
Melendez aboard here at first with nobody out. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Kicks and deals. And another ball. That one ripped. This looks like extra bases. Melendez rounds second on his way to third. The relay in there. That's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Stepping in, Dairon Blanco. Kicks and fires. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. 2 on, 1 out. Here's Adam Frazier. 2 on, 1 out. Right through there. Got him. 2 away. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman. The pitch. Ground ball left side. What a stop. The throw. Nicely done for the out. Back now at Progressive Field. At the plate, David Fry.
The third baseman.
And a strike. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him way out front of the slurve. Here's Josh Naylor. 1 down, base is empty. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Righty to the plate. Popped up. Should have this one. Makes the catch for the out.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And another ball. 2 outs, base is empty. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Here's Andres Jimenez. The pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Noel off of first with 2 away. And down on strikes, and that's the inning. Here in Cleveland, and now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr.
The 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's one down. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. One down, base is empty. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez.
2 outs.
Ball, that's inside.
That
Three
one
balls,
misses,
1 strike.
and that's ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Count full.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Stepping up for the Guardians, Tyler Freeman.
The shortstop, Tyler Freeman.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt. In the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Not even close there. And the count's even at 2. And there's a ball. The kick, the 3-2. That's to 3rd, to Young. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth.
Austin Hedges now. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting, in today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Swing and a miss. 2-2. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. Home team down a run here in the last half of the 3rd. To the right side, and it's through for a hit.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now here is Stephen Kwan. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Melendez grabs it on the run. And up next for Cleveland, Lane Thomas. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Next pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
That one in there across the letters. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Hedges off the first with 2 away. And a pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. On to the fourth, and to the plate for Kansas City, Freddie Fermin. The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
It's a good take.
Misses off the plate, and that's ball 3. Swing and a miss, struck him out. MJ Melendez steps in for the Royals. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Now back.
2 outs, base is empty. And next up for the Royals, Paul DeYoung. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
On the ground to the left. Rolls across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the Guardians DH, Jose Ramirez. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ripped towards third. DeYoung throws to first in time, and Ramirez is set down. Now the third baseman, David Fry. The Royals leading by a run. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Right side. Blanco makes the play, and there are 2 down. And now it's Josh Naylor. Righty delivers. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty tough for the infielder to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
The next pitch misses, and now 3-1. And the righty deals. That pitch in for a strike, and the count's full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap.
Throws him with the heater at the knees. We go to the top of the 5th. So up now for Kansas City, Dairon Blanco. And a bunt towards third. Picks it up with the bare hand. It's there, and that's a great play. Adam Frazier steps in for the Royals. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals.
Garcia.
And a 1-1. Runner takes off. That to right. Noel on the move. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Frazier leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And another ball.
Hogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center, and we'll take a break. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So in now for Cleveland, Andres Jimenez.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
The wind and the pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
The batter.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
In the air, left field, down the line. Melendez going after it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Austin Hedges stands in. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You're talking about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And another ball.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. A new pitcher in the game, Tanner Bybee.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals.
Number 9, Vinny Pasquantino.
Here's a 1-2.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Salvador Perez digs in now.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
1 down, base is empty. Looked like it was a little bit up. Just missed. Got it by him for the K. 2 outs, base is empty. Freddie Fermin getting ready to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He notches strikeout number 150 this season. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Left-hand batter waits.
Ball.
Bounced out to short. Witt zips it across. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now
Stepping up for the Guardians, Lane Thomas. Bases empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Right-hander kicks, deals. That
Nope,
misses.
that's the ball.
Ball two.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Fermin makes the catch. 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And that one is lifted in the air. Blanco moving under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And the inning is over. Back here in Cleveland, here's the left fielder, M.J. Melendez.
M.J. Melendez.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Right-handed reliever. Fights it off. You'll see another. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. And to the plate for Kansas City, Paul DeYoung.
Paul DeYoung.
Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now the right fielder, Dairon Blanco. Runner on the go. Bounce to third. And it goes just foul. The 1-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Just missed.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Adam Frazier steps in for the Royals. DeYoung off of first with 2 away. Just misses. The count now 2-2. Fastball almost got him there.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
In the air, right field. Noel under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, David Fry. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2. Popped up. One away. Josh Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
And a count 1-2. And another ball. Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And up next for Cleveland, John Kenzie Noel. 1-1 now. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Just missed. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Nick Sandlin gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals.
The second baseman, Michael Garcia.
The wind of the pitch. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not
balls,
close with
2
that
strikes.
one. Now 2-2. Out to short. Freeman. To first.
Got him.
Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Bobby Witt Jr. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. And next up for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. 2 outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The wind to kick the pitch. That one misses, and that's ball 2.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Up and in, and it's 3-2. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Royals set down in order. Bottom of the 8th. So in now for Cleveland, Andres Jimenez. The pitch. On the ground at first, and that chance handled. Perez takes it himself. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Tyler Freeman. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Good eye in that spot.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now here is Austin Hedges. That's down and in. A slider missed.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
On the ground, 2 ball. Witt, the flip, 1 and second, double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. Now on the bump, Emmanuel Clase.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez.
That one not close, and it's 3-2. Stays alive. Here comes a 3-2. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Freddie Fermin. At the belt and fires. Close one. Doesn't get the call. 2-2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Comes a 2-2. 99 miles per hour to finish him off. MJ Melendez steps in for the Royals. And a pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away.
Now got it. Third base.
So up now for Kansas City, Paul DeYoung. Here comes a pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
2 on, 1 out. Goes down looking. And now, Tyrone Blanco.
Looking for some insurance. Or as our friends down in the South would say,
Insurance.
no matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
And that's outside. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. On the ground, Jimenez. They get the force. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, James McArthur.
And he's had a struggle so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
So the lineup flips over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 1-run game, bottom 9. That's out to center field. Hauls it in, 1 away. And up next for Cleveland, Lane Thomas.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
Witt over to first. And they're down to their last out.
Now
it's Jose Ramirez.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that one finds its way through. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the 9th.
always feels amazing getting the job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Out front and foul to the left side. The Guardians down to their final strike. Not even close there. And it's 2-2.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up. I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so we'll make sure that we can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap. Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.